Hello everybody, it's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having an unbelievable day. So far, it's an overcast day here in Houston. They're expecting some thunderstorms. I don't know if they're going to roll through my side of town. That's the beautiful thing about being in Houston. It is so huge as far as land-wise that something like a thunderstorm can be happening in the city and you not even get a drop of rain. The flip side of that is you got to spend a lot of gas to get to all the places you want to get to. But hey, this is where I was born and grew up. I've been a lot of places, and this is still home. Look, there has to be a moment in your life when you become outdone with being outdone, when you become tired of being tired, when you become frustrated with being frustrated with the current state of affairs in your life. I'll say this as a disclaimer so people can be sure they understand where I'm coming from. There's no such thing as a perfect life. There's no such thing as a utopia. Life is about challenges. Life is about being able to maneuver through difficult points. But there should be a level of focus and control and discipline that you have in your life that allows you to address the challenges in your life in a way that allows you to move ever so closely to the goals, the visions, and the dreams that you have for yourself. There's a scriptural verse that says, a dream deferred makes the heart sick. I mean, I can't tell you how true that is. There are people waking up every day. Matter of fact, statistics and studies show that about 85% of the people in America who are working age wake up and go to work, go to jobs that they hate. Now, these aren't jobs they're uncomfortable with. These aren't jobs they're dissatisfied with. These are jobs that they have in this very language declared they hate. They go to jobs they hate, So they're not only not living their dreams, they're living nightmares. And every day that you wake up and you're not in a steady progressive movement towards your vision and your dream, you are slowly committing spiritual suicide. You are literally dying slowly within. You are literally succumbing to the suggestion of mediocrity, average, and surviving and existing and lack and poverty, all these things that are truly illusions that you must learn how to overcome mentally first and then move in. Doesn't mean that there aren't difficult times, doesn't mean that there aren't times that it's lean and you're trying to figure things out. That's not what I'm saying. I would be disingenuous if I told you that's this place you get to and you never have to worry again about anything. Some people find sweet spots in life and they're able to stay there for long periods of time. Other people are aggressive and they tend to move in real high places, but they tend to find themselves in tight spots every now and then. Why? Because they reach high. Now, they're going to get to experience things that most people won't get to experience, but they're also going to experience some challenges that the average person won't experience simply because of how they're moving. What you can't do is be the person that's just sitting there allowing things to move into your life and push you. The truth of the matter is life isn't happening to you. So many people think, man, why did this happen? Life is responding. Life is happening for you when you know what you're doing. But life is always responding to how you're thinking, how you're talking, how you're moving, who you're spending your time with, how well you're planning. All of these things are going to be the things that life responds to. Life is going to give you back what you give it. And if you're not getting a lot back, it's because you're not giving. Either you're not giving a lot or you're giving a lot of the wrong thing. A lot of worry, a lot of stress, a lot of doubt, a lot of blaming, a lot of victimhood, not enough owning and self-discipline, not enough planning and moving, not enough consistency in purpose, and it's happening to you in that sense. Life is saying, hey, you get in life what you expect. God has a way of meeting you at the level of your expectations. And when your expectations from the platform of doubt say, this is all I'll ever do, this is all I'll ever have, man, I'll never get that, I'll never be successful in this, I'll never do this, it ain't gonna never happen. All these things that you keep saying, they are an expression of an inner expectation, and that inner expectation is exactly what you're going to get. If you look in the book of Numbers and you look at a conversation that is being had between 12 spies who went over into the land of Canaan to spy it out, and the children of Israel, as they're often referred to, the Israelites, and you look at it, the conversation goes a little something like this. Joshua and Caleb says, they're giants over there. The other 10 say they're giants over there, but Josh and Caleb say, but we can take it because God said we can. And they say we can't. But the other 10 said, no, we're like grasshoppers in that sight. There's no way that we can go over there and possess that land. They decided to believe the second testimony that they couldn't. This is what God told Moses. Tell them I've heard the complaints that they've made against me, and tell them, as they have spoken in my hearing, so shall I do to them. As they have spoken in my hearing, the declarations they have made about their lives, about their possibilities, about their future is exactly what I'm going to give them. I'm going to give them the declarations. I'm going to give them their self-talk. I'm going to give them their expectations and their beliefs. At some point, you got to start believing for more. You got to start hoping for more. You got to start speaking it, even if you can't see it. You got to call it what it's, faith is this unbelievable force that allows you to call things that are not as though they were. It's an amazing thing that allows you to create something in your life that does not exist and bring it by way of manifestation into your real world, your three-dimensional world. But it comes through a consistent moving towards something that in many times you're being told by the situations and circumstances and the things you see that you shouldn't be moving toward it because you'll never get it. Don't give up on it, but you're going to have to put some skin in the game. You're going to have to invest. You're going to have to take some action. You're going to have to be willing to move. You got to have a plan and stop selling yourself short. I have a couple of clients, and they are keenly aware of the fact that while they're reaching higher than they've been, they know they're not even scratching the surface. And now they're starting to get embarrassed, and they're looking at me because I'm looking at them like, okay, this is your goal, really? No, let's go back to the drawing board. Why? This goal isn't big enough. This goal is a goal you're comfortable with. And that's the challenge. That's the problem that we're dealing with, is that we are setting goals we're comfortable with. Your comfort zone will paralyze you. Your comfort zone will stifle you. A lot of you are holding your visions and dreams hostage with doubt, colorless dreams, dwarf goals, skitsy planning, and you're wondering why it's time to emancipate your vision and dreams. It's time to step out from beyond the shadows of doubt, beyond the shadows of doing something just for the sake of existing, just for the sake of surviving. I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm saying be aggressive. I'm saying be bold. Boldness is a representation of your faith and your trust in your designer, in God, in the Almighty, in the Most High. It is in that you're going to find exceptional, extraordinary, and phenomenal. As we move towards the end of the year, I'm excited about some things that are going on. And again, they're not coming without challenges. Why? Because I aim for the stars. I aim for unbelievable thing. You know my favorite quote. It is that if the vision that you have for your life isn't so huge, it intimidates you. There's a very good chance it's insulting God. What does that mean? That means if your vision isn't so huge that it's urgent, that it makes you get out of bed at a certain time in the morning because you know you don't have time to waste. It makes you sit up and cancel plans that don't have any intrinsic value to focus on your future. If your vision isn't that big, it's probably insulting God. It isn't big enough. It doesn't represent His force, His power, His presence in your life. And this is the thing that I want you to understand, that you get to set it. You get to go after it. It doesn't mean you're going to hit it on the first try. It doesn't mean you're going to hit it in the time frame you set, but you got to aim big. It may take you a lot longer than you thought to get there. But I'd rather get there late than not get there at all. I'd rather arrive at a destination I set that I can be proud of than to sit up and already be at a place I'm not happy with. It's up to you. Look, for a very limited time, I have a special offer of a way that you can work with me. It is by getting a free upgrade from my bronze package, which is $29.97. And that's $2,997 for those that try to be funny. By getting my bronze package, and then I'm going to give you a free upgrade, and this is for the first 10 people. I'm going to give you a free upgrade to my platinum package, which is 52 weeks. The bronze package is 12 weeks. I'm going to give you a free upgrade to a 52-week package worth $12,995. But it's for the first 10. It's for today. I take that back. It's for the first 10. I may take it into tomorrow, but don't count on it, because look at the discount on that. And I'm doing this because it's the end of the year. I'm doing this because there's some people who are on the fence. There's some people who are sitting up and, man, I want to do it. I would love to work with him. I've been watching him. I get that a lot. When I finally get a client, I listened to you for so-and-so, but I had to finally get enough courage. I had to get my money right, or whatever it was. This is an investment in yourself. This is an investment in yourself. I promise you that this year spent will be one of the most powerful and promising years of your life. But you're going to have to be willing to put in the work. If you put in the work, I'm going to be right there with you. I'm going to meet you halfway, and I'm going to walk you through an unbelievable transformation that's going to be filled with plans. It's going to be filled with goals, but it's also going to be filled with the recalibrating of the mind, and then the actions and the planning. We're going to sit up, and it's an entire experience, but I want to work with you. If you're serious and you're willing to really jump out there and take it, this is an opportunity. I can tell you, the closer we get to the end of the year, and definitely in next year, these opportunities won't exist because we're moving in a different direction where I'm actually scaling back how much time I'm actually going to do one-on-ones. I'm going to be focused on some other things that are going to allow me to be in front of and help a lot more people at one time. And it's going to take a lot of my time, but I'm still going to have some people I work with. Obviously, my clients that I already have signed up are going to be grandfathered with first opportunity to renew, which happens a lot. And then we're going to take it from there. So again, if you're serious about that change, if you're ready to do something different, this is the opportunity. Go into the description box, click the link. Let's get it. On that note, as I always say, I'm going to live my life on full so that I die on E. My challenge is you do the same.